Masterclass.com, and I'm excited you came to my training. I really think I can help you. So stick around, and we're going to go over some strategies that I think with some real world examples that you can probably use right away, actually, to get more leads for your business. Anyway, I want to tell you a little bit about me. This is I've probably been in about 4 network marketing businesses. The first couple of network marketing businesses I was in, maybe somewhere around 20 years ago. And one of the proponents was to go out and make a list of your 100 family members and friends. At the time, I had a business, okay? So I had to be really careful. I couldn't actually approach any of my customers, okay? That just doesn't work because, sometimes you offend them, and you certainly don't want to lose your existing customer base by prospecting your customers. So that didn't work. So I knew that if I did build a network marketing business, I was going to have to go out and meet people, the 3-foot rule, things like that, to actually get people interested in my business. So, to make a long story short, I was working a lot of hours. Somewhere in there, I'd been involved in one business, a first business, and the second, and then I got involved in a skincare network marketing business that actually worked with my salon, so I could actually bring that into the salon. I did do that, but the problem there is, you get people that you're trying to prospect or trying to recruit for the network marketing part of it, and they say, well, you have a salon, you automatically have people that are looking at your stuff. Well, yeah, we did have that. People were looking to maybe buy the products and things like that from the salon, but they, in order to actually grow the network marketing part of it, I was again having to go out and maybe talk to other salon owners. So I did that, but again, they had the same problem, and so that didn't work. So I actually, to make a long story short, I quit that, and then I got involved in my daughter's skincare one. And again, I was watching some of the things that she was doing, and one week she decided to go out and prospect a person that lived about 2 hours away that she knew. So she drove her large truck, spent money on gas, drove all the way out to see her customer and give them a sample of the skincare for them to use. And then, to make a long story short, she went back to follow up with them, drove again another 2 hours to go back to follow up with them, and I guess they bought, maybe bought the skincare a little bit, so it ended up being a $15 or $20 commission, really small commission there, and she ended up spending probably, I'd say maybe $40 for gas to talk to this person, and this person bought $20 worth of product. So, make a long story short, she said, man, I've got an existing business. I just don't have time to go do this. I don't have time to go chase people around, Mom, and I'm not going to keep doing this. This just doesn't work for me. We also went around and talked to some salons as well for that, and again, that didn't really work. It's kind of like the buy my stuff thing, and so that didn't work either. So anyway, ended up looking online, because I've always known network marketing has always been a business that will actually, you can actually make money with. But, just chasing people around, I didn't think that was the best way to go to build a business, right? And I mean, obviously that example is one of them. I've heard of people literally buying plane tickets to go talk to a good prospect and things like that. How many people are willing to do that? Not too many people are willing to do that. Not too many people can financially do that. So I looked for a strategy that would actually work and work online. Anybody that knows me knows that I'm a proponent of actually building your business, making a home business, not a run around the world business. Because if you're doing that, you really don't have time to actually build your business. You're going out, you're prospecting, you're wearing yourself out, that type of thing, and you're getting nowhere fast. So anyway, In this training, I'm going to share with you the exact 3-step strategy with real world examples that I use to get 50 to 60 targeted leads on autopilot. So you never have to chase people around, okay? Say goodbye to home meetings, networking meetings. You never have to spend hours sending out cold messages on social media to unqualified prospects. And guys, what I found here is it can take days to build up enough rapport and trust to actually get people actually open to viewing your thing, okay, to looking at your thing. And the other thing is that I found is people that have actually come to you are definitely open to what you have to offer. So rejection is a thing of the past. Okay, so I'm going to talk today about attraction marketing and leverage. Okay, so the situation before with my daughter running for 2 hours, she had an existing business. She's took 2 hours out of her day to go do that, plus the maybe hour or so of talking to this person, and then another, and then of course coming back and doing all that. She spent all that time doing it. She went back and followed up and spent more time with this prospect, and actually only ended up getting a $20 commission. So she didn't pay for gas, certainly didn't pay for her time. She took time away from her existing business to do this, and so I saw a real problem out there. I actually did. So here's the thing that I want to share with you. Attraction marketing, we're going to talk about attraction marketing and leverage. Okay, so how many of you would like to have your business working for you instead of the other way around? Okay, so instead of you running all over the place, you would have people coming to you. Okay, right? So you could actually go back to making your home business a real home business. And if you're busy and you're working a job, or you have a business like she did, and you don't have time to chase people around like that, how about getting people to come to you? So in other words, you could maybe build one piece of content out there and put it out there and get people actually coming to you and asking you about your opportunity, your business, or your product. Okay, how does that sound? So, all right, get a notepad and paper and get ready to take some notes here, because we're going to go over some good stuff. I think you're going to get some big value out of this. Matter of fact, I know you're going to get some value out of this. So let's go over this. Is this webinar worth your time, right? Is it worth your time? I mean, we all get spammed with a lot of stuff and all that. And, man, time is so valuable. So imagine if you no longer had to sell to your warm market or spend hours sending out cold messages. So I've already talked about the warm market, already talked about talking to customers, and that's just not going to work if you have a business, because you're going to lose those customers if you start doing that, because people don't like the buy my stuff thing. So that doesn't work. So imagine if you no longer had to sell to your warm market or spend hours sending out cold messages on social media, because leads are reaching out to you about your product, service, or opportunity. Would that work better for you? Yeah. Would that give you some stability in your business and peace of mind, knowing that you had a steady stream of new prospects to talk to? What if those people already knew who you were and were excited to learn more about what you've got to offer, right? Imagine being able to set this up quickly and easily with virtually no technical knowledge. Yeah, I know this may sound too good to be true or hypey, but if I could help you achieve those results, would your time have been well spent here today? Okay, so will this work for me? Are your customers human? Are they on the internet? And do your customers like it when you help them for free? Well, if you can answer yes to these 3 questions, then I'm 100% sure this will work for you. So, are your customers, I'm assuming you don't talk to dogs or animals or something like that. You're talking to human people. I'm assuming all of them are on the internet, and I'm assuming most people, including me, like it when I get help for free. Okay? So, who will this work for? Well, it will work for info product creators, it'll work for authors, fitness and wellness people, real estate agents, financial professionals, service providers, accountants, doctors, lawyers. It'll work for coaches, brick and mortar businesses, work at home parents, hair salons, pretty much any type of business you can use attraction marketing for, and it will work. So stick around to the end to get my Facebook lead generation template with a bonus video explaining how to use it. And I think that will be of value to you. Anyway, eliminate all distractions, okay? I'm not a proponent of tying up your kids. This is just kind of put there for some fun. But basically, you know, just eliminate all those distractions. Shut off Facebook. Make sure your cell phones are on silent, okay? Before I found this 3-step formula, I used to go to network meetings, and since I work 60 or more hours a week, I simply didn't have a large warm market. I just didn't have time to go out and talk to people all the time and make friends and all that type of thing. I just didn't have time. I was working all the time. So I went to networking events. Again, I'll reiterate that. And I would go to these meetings to build my business, right? And I would basically gather up cards, business cards for everybody that was there. I would arrange to meet for coffee and such. And it took untold hours because you're meeting people one-on-one, building relationships, not to mention the gas, the wear and tear on the car, being stuck in traffic and such, okay? And here's the thing. Most of these people were there to sell their thing, and they really weren't interested in what I had to offer. So since I started implementing this strategy, I get 20 to 50 leads a day, and I can spend more time with my family, and my home business is really a home business, not a running all over town business. I stopped looking for leads, and I started looking for conversations, right? Okay, the easiest way to start conversations for 2018 is Facebook Messenger. And all you need is a free Facebook account. And if you want to automate your follow-up, look into a program called ManyChat that will help you automate your follow-up through Messenger bots. You'll get to send your message to Messenger. Okay? So what is this simple 3-step strategy? Step 1. Target the right audience. Target people that will want what you have to offer. All right? Step 2, attract and cultivate relationships. And step 3, convert into sales. So let's go over all of these. So what about targeting the right audience? Well, the number one reason that most marketers fail is they are either targeting the wrong audience or they're targeting too many people. They're targeting everyone. All right? And trying to create desire in someone that doesn't even have the desire doesn't work. So you really want to watch your targeting. And here's an example of that. So let's say that you have meat products and you're targeting the vegetarians. They have absolutely no interest in buying your product. I can guarantee you. Likely as well, pet owners. If you're targeting the non-pet owners, they have absolutely no interest in what you have to offer, right? Okay, so who are the 3 best groups to target? Number 1, people that are actively searching for your thing, okay? And also people that have a problem that your thing can solve, right? And the last one would be people that bought in the past and are actively searching for solutions. So let's go over this. People that are actively searching for your thing, let's say they're going on Google and they're searching for what you have, right? That's a hot market. And if you can get in front of them, they're very likely to be interested in what you have to offer. Okay, now problems. Solving problems, I mean, this is the key here. If you can solve a problem, you have something a problem that your thing can solve, you want to get in front of those people that have those problems, and they're going to be also interested in what you have to offer. People that have bought in the past, there's people that have bought in the past and, you know, they found something that didn't work. So they keep searching for solutions. And those are also a hot market to get in front of. So how do I find my targeted audience? Well, here's the thing. Like Russell Brunson says, think in terms of congregations, okay? Congregations are a place where people come together, right? So what would that be? Well, first of all, you've got Facebook forums. You have gurus that people listen to, you know, like for network marketing, Network Marketing Pro by Eric Worre. A lot of people know him, and they will be following him. Books. What books are they reading? Health and wellness, fitness gurus, right? YouTube channels that they actively follow. What events do they attend? What tools do they use? What equipment do they use? Okay. Magazines they read. Okay. As well as what blogs do they visit? And also, what are they searching for on YouTube and Google? Okay. So I'm going to just really quick mention here that YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world, and you can actually put up a video on YouTube for free. Okay, you can put a video on YouTube for free. It doesn't cost you anything. And let me tell you one other thing. YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world, followed by the first one is Google, right? And guess who owns YouTube? Google, right? So do you see an opportunity here? Do you see an opportunity here to help build your business? Okay, so let's talk about this. Setting up an ad in Facebook. Facebook is huge too because their ad manager has all kinds of things. They have targeting. They have you can target by age. You can target certain people that go to certain groups. You can target by gender. You can run several different types of campaigns. You can run a likes campaign. You can target for website clicks. You can use a retargeting campaign with a website pixel. You can create lookalike audiences. So if you get a lot of results from one thing, you can create a lookalike audience. Okay, I want people that look like these people. Okay, so you get a lot of results with one, so you create another lookalike audience for a certain group that has been super successful for you. Okay, so I'm going to throw out a warning here. If you go into groups and spam your links, you will get banned. Trust me, you will get banned. Here's the thing, spamming links does not work. And I'm going to put it like this. How many of you get people that will call you, that unsolicited telemarketers? Then you get called with it all day long, and then they have auto dialers. So they have like 50 or 100 phone numbers, and they just keep dialing you again and again and again, leaving messages. And you keep getting that stuff on your phone, so you block them. What do? You block them. Okay, and then the next phone number comes and you block that, and the next one comes and you block that, and finally you get so sick and tired of blocking those hundreds of numbers that you get on the phone with them, you tell them, put me on your no-call list, and then they don't put you on the no-call list. So similar thing happens with spamming. It does not work. If you're not going to be open to talking to a telemarketer, people are not going to be open to you spamming links all over Facebook. Okay, it's just not going to work. So don't do it. It doesn't work. Try not to do that. Okay, so let's talk about the difference here. Education-based marketing is not spam. And why is that? Well, you're basically teaching your audience or your prospect about something, and you're adding value. Okay? So how do I attract people, and can this really work for my business? Okay. Number one, are you genuinely interested in helping others? Okay. If this is not you, this is definitely not for you. This program is not for you. This is also not for people that are looking for get rich quick scheme, okay? If you're not interested in doing any work, guaranteed this is not for you. If you're lazy, this is probably not for you because you are going to have to do some work. So now think about that, okay? Rule number 1, always lead with value instead of leading with information about your product, your service, or your opportunity, okay? The difference with attraction marketing is you're talking about your prospect, okay? Amateurs are talking about their product, right? Okay, and they're leading with spam, okay? So what do you talk about, okay? What do you possibly talk about? Well, do your prospects ever ask questions before making a buying decision? Yeah, if you answer that question for free before talking about your thing, talking about your thing, probably they're going to be a little more interested in what you have to offer. Okay, do your prospects struggle with a problem or frustration that you think can solve, right? So talk about their frustration and solve it. Do you think they might think, you're a little more of an authority? That you might know the answer? Sure, absolutely. Do you have stories of people who've experienced something awful because they didn't have your thing? And the big example here is insurance, okay? So suppose that you've had a catastrophic event and your home was destroyed and you didn't have enough insurance, so you couldn't replace that home, right? You can talk about that, okay? Do you have stories or testimonials of people who've used your thing and gotten great results with it? You can certainly talk about that. Or how about if you have a passion product, like maybe golf, clubs and golfing stuff. People would enjoy tips on how to increase their enjoyment of those things, right? Okay, so step 2. Let's talk about this for a second. Attract and cultivate the relationship. The problem with cold market prospecting is that you're trying to convince, quote unquote, convince them to join your thing. Basically, you're losing posture, right? You lose posture when you do that. When they come to you and see you as a trusted authority that they know, like, and trust, you have the posture. You can control the conversation and you become a trusted authority, okay? There's a difference between selling, which is talking about your thing, and marketing, which is talking about your prospect. Okay, so what do you do when your company strictly forbids marketing online? All right, well, here's what's up. Your company can prevent you from talking about their product online. Why is that? Well, they might get sued. I mean, people, put all kinds of crazy claims out there and things like that. And, somebody comes back to them and says, well, you said this, and it's not true. It can't be proven to be true. So they could get sued. So they can prevent you from talking about their product. But guess what? They can't prevent you from talking about your prospect. Period. They can't. If you're talking about your prospect, they can't prevent you from doing that. Okay, so nobody likes to be sold, right? Nobody likes to be sold, okay? But they do like to buy. And, I mentioned the telemarketer example and all of that. That's selling, and nobody likes it, and we all run and hide, and we don't answer the phone, and we block those numbers, right? But people do like to buy. Right? If you don't believe they like to buy, go into Walmart, watch people walk around, man. They love to buy. Retail therapy, they're in there, they're having a good time. So they love to buy, right? Anyway, in this video, I'd like to go through the difference. Okay, I'm going to show you some real world examples of how you can use attraction marketing in your business and how it's different than selling. Okay, what's the difference? So here we go. So let's talk about network marketers first. Okay, so what I see a lot of is something to the effect of, we have the greatest comp plan in the history of direct sales and we pay out 15 different ways and get in now and this is great and all that. Here's all this hypey stuff, right? and people spam my messenger and some other things do the same thing. Well, that is selling, okay? And it's not effective, I don't think, or not as effective. I mean, I suppose you can beat somebody up and get them to do something, but it's not as effective as marketing. Marketing is when you are talking about your prospect, okay? So how do we do that? How do we make that different? Okay, 10 proven ways to make a side income even with limited time and a full-time job, okay? That might attract somebody that's out there with a full-time job and they're wondering how they can get out of that corporate slavery. Another thing might be, or 5 proven tips to get more leads for your business without chasing people around or bugging your family and friends. All right? That's a problem that people have. They don't want to go chase their family members and friends. They don't want to go run all over town to build their business. So you might hit them up with something like that to attract them to you, because they're going to want to know, well, how do you do that, right? Okay. Now let's talk about the next one. How about realtors? These are some real world examples, by the way. I've got several different ones. It's how you could use this. So let's talk about realtors. Okay. Here's something that I actually pulled off the web. On average, each member on our team sells 10 times the amount of homes as our competitors. Okay. Maybe a little bit attractive, but what would be a better way? What would be using attraction marketing? Using attraction marketing would be 10 fantastic staging tips to use that will help you sell your home fast. Okay. Would somebody be interested if they're selling their home? Would they be interested in looking at that? Yeah, they might. They might, definitely, because they're sitting there and they're thinking, wow, if I did this and this and this and this, it's going to get my home sold faster, and it's just going to work better for me. So I'm going to be, I'm talking here. Okay, here you're talking about your business. On realtors, you're talking about your business, and on the marketing side, you're talking about your prospect. Notice the difference, right? The next one I'm going to talk about is something I know really well because I owned a salon for 10 years. I've also worked doing hair probably 10 years before that, so I know the hair business really well. So here we go. Here's talking about your salon, okay? We have the best salon atmosphere in town. Come talk to our team of award-winning stylists. Yeah, it's okay. Maybe would probably draw some people off and on, but what's a better way? 7 simple tips to make sure your hair shines for the holidays, right? So what could you do in something like this? Number 1, you could do before and after pictures, before and after baby videos even. You could do some before and after stuff and show how it's actually done, and show the services, show the difference and show the results that people are getting, and maybe show conditioning treatments and some things like that, and actually give them some helpful information to make their hair shine for the holidays. So that's how that would work. Skincare, okay? Our skincare regime has the finest ingredients that are organic and healthy. That excites you very much? Now, I don't know about you, but I don't care. What I'm looking for is results, basically. So here we go. Well, how could we better do that? So 5 ways to ensure that you look years younger. All right? You might put something like that and show, how, maybe cleansing your face in the morning and the night is going to help. Maybe exercise and some things like that. Go through your tips to ensure that you look years younger, and then you can also lead into next with your product. You could do that. Okay. So does this stuff really work? Okay, let's look at some real world examples of does this stuff really work. Someone that I follow, actually somewhat of the time, because I find he's most interesting. He's a little cocky off and on, but he's pretty interesting, and that's Grant Cardone. Go look at his site, look at his blog, and he has all kinds of free trainings on various things like You should be thinking every day, how can I get a raise? And, you know, how to market your business according to Forbes #1 marketer. I mean, he has different training tips. And you know, I'm showing you his blog, and you can, you know, click on any one of those things. And, you know, once a week he goes over a real estate podcast on, you know, how to, how to get involved in large apartment buildings and real estate. So, yes. You know, he's grown his business to, I think, well over $100 million. Okay. From zero, ground zero, folks. He had nothing and when he started. So he grew to $100 million. Okay. What do you think? Does that work? Okay. Let's look at another one. This guy is Gary Vaynerchuk. And many of you know who Gary Vaynerchuk is as well. And I picked this particular blog post here. This is actually, he uses attraction marketing as well, okay? But I like this particular blog post because it speaks to you. This is what he says to you, right? So let's read this. Okay, when people ask me about my mistakes and regrets, I struggle to come up with good answers. It's not that I don't make mistakes. I'm just incapable of remembering or dwelling on them. But there is one thing I regret. Not spending enough money on Google AdWords. I built my dad's liquor business from 3 to 60 million on the back of Google AdWords. I bought keywords like wine for pennies on the dollar when they were underpriced, right? But if I'd spent more, I would have grown it to hundreds of millions. Okay, right now, Facebook and Instagram are the underpriced platforms. And it's amazing to me how many people aren't taking advantage of this opportunity. Ooh, did that speak to anybody here? I mean, this is a guru. This is one of the gurus out there. And he uses attraction marketing all the time. And he's telling you, you need to use Facebook and Instagram to start growing your businesses. Maybe you should listen because he's got a lot of results here. All right, so good news. You don't need a website. You don't need a blog. You don't need a capture page. You don't need an email autoresponder. You don't need to create a lot of content. Although I recommend that you eventually get all these things, you really don't need a lot of this stuff to begin, to start getting leads immediately. You can start generating leads in a matter of days with just one piece of content, right? And how do you get your people? Look, we talk about Facebook Messenger. Is probably one of the best strategies that you can use is to use Facebook Messenger. And how do you get people on Messenger? How do you attract them enough to get on Messenger? Well, first of all, you're going to ask for a small but logical next step. And the thing that I recommend actually is ManyChat. You can go online, you can Google it, go online, ManyChat. And what this does is give you an automated follow-up on Facebook Messenger. So you can actually automate your follow-up, so where you don't have to chase it around, and, you can actually get people watching your stuff and doing things like that automatically. Or if you like the personal touch and you don't want to do that, that's okay. You can, the link I have here below, it's http://fb.me/MSG/insert your page name. Here is the way that you would actually follow up with them on Messenger with a personal message, and you can do that as well if you want. I happen to like the automated version because I'm busy, but you can do that as well. So if you got value from all of this, and you can see how this might help grow your business in a faster, more automated fashion, and if you're sick and tired of chasing people around for your business, and if you would like to dive deeper into these strategies, I recommend the Attraction Marketing Formula by Fernie Ceballos. Fernie Ceballos is a Chief Marketing Officer at Elite Marketing Pro, but Fernie takes you through the attraction marketing journey that he went through and how he's struggling with the exact same things that you guys are struggling with, right? he didn't have time, was working a corporate job. He got tired of running around chasing people, got tired of home meetings every night and all of that type of thing. And so he started to look for something better. And he talks about his journey. He talks about how to implement the attraction marketing strategies and how to build your business. So let me ask you this. What if these strategies only got you a few leads for your MLM business? Would it be worth it to you to get people coming to you? Would that be, and the product is $47. It's the price of a dinner, right? Would that be worth $47 to you? Okay, and would the freedom that you get from that be worth it? And that being able to spend time with your family, going out to Starbucks and actually spending time with your family instead of chasing people around, not having to leave constantly, going to networking meetings and follow-up meetings for networking meetings and things like that. Would it be worth it to you to actually have people coming to you? Would that be worth it to you? I think so. And, if you want to dive deeper into this strategy, go to www.debalps.com/AMF. Check the book out. Grab the book. Absolutely grab the book. And the other thing that will happen is you will probably get three coaching. You will get three coaching, not probably, you will get three coaching calls. It comes with it, with Elite Marketing Pro, to actually ask them questions, to actually dive deeper, to actually come up with a strategy to grow your business. So grab those 3 free coaching calls. That's a value of somewhere around $297, those 3 free coaching calls right there. It's that big a value. So for $47, you're getting that plus the coaching calls. And highly recommend it. Anyway, I hope you got value from that, and we will see you in the next training.